Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends over at yarnspirations.com. We have the waterfall stitch workshop, and there's been several requests to actually make the grid that has been written on the instructions. Also, there is a diagram available, but people would like me to walk them through it verbally. So what I'm going to do for you today is that I'm going to walk you through all three grids. There's a single crochet, half double, and a double crochet. You can use the video chapters to do the grid that you will want to do. So the level of the stitch dictates the waterfall going down. So if this is double crochet, this has to be a double crochet for the waterfall coming down. So that's just something that you need to keep in mind, and what I'm just gonna quickly do is just thumb through the pages, just show you what is up. You can download this, it's completely free, and we will also have videos on learning how to do the waterfall stitches coming out in sequence between January and February of 2022. So currently at the time of filming this, single crochet is now out, but the rest of them will come in line, and there's a total of 4 of them. So let's thumb through the paperwork. So on page number 1, it's just the idea of the waterfall stitch. It's just something that you should know about it, and what you need to do is that you need to create this grid, which is what I'm gonna be focusing on today. So if I zoom you in real quick now, is that the grid is formed, and the amount of waterfall that it falls down to matches the number of the spaces that you leave behind. So even though I only have 3 spaces for the waterfall, it could be 4, it could be 5, it could be more, and also the spaces can change. So even though you see that there's only 2 spaces now, the next one could be open, so it could actually form diamonds, and it can form angles. So just because the space is sitting on top of each other, the spaces can shift over so that the waterfall actually comes down on angles in order to make that happen. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just gonna keep on thumbing through. You have all the written instructions available to you if you prefer not to look at a diagram. So I've written that out all for you, and these are all the grids, plus the final row has the waterfall that has been indicated in here as well as the instructions on how to do the waterfall, just in case that's of interest. So I have a total of 2 pages for that, and that covers all of the diagrams when it comes to this. So here we look at this one. This one is a half double crochet in the waterfall, and you can see the symbols. There's the stitch key and the waterfall coming down. We also have a double crochet that is waterfalling down, and you can tell by the stitches in the between. Again, the stitch key tells you what stitches are what. And then finally the single crochet right here, you can see that the symbols are indicated here in the stitch key and what's gonna happen. So what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna start off with single crochet, and we're gonna start with that to begin, and then I'll take you through all 3 step by step verbally. So as we begin, we need to chain a total of 28. So please chain 28 and just put me on pause now, and then I'm going to take you through then row number 1. So please chain 28 to start. To do row number 1, you are going to single crochet second chain from the hook and single crochet all the way across your chain. You will have a total of 27. I put the stitch count numbers on the written pattern just in case you need to know that, but there's 27 single crochets all the way across on row number 1. So put me on pause and do that, and I'll be back in a second. For row number 2, you need to chain up 1, and you need to single crochet just the first 21, and that will take you to the spot, and then you're going to chain 3, skip 3, and then single crochet the remaining 3 that are left. You will always have 27 stitches, whether it's the chain 1 spaces like 1, 2, and 3. You'll always have 27 going across. So please do that for row number 2. For row number 3, you're going to chain up 1, and you'll single crochet the first 3. You'll skip this chain 3 space by putting in a chain 3. You'll single crochet the next 3. You will chain 3, skip over 3, and then you'll single crochet over the remaining of the stitches going all the way across. So this diagram is available to you, so just do that, and then continue on to row number 4 when you're ready. So put me on pause now. On row number 4, you're going to chain up 1, and you will place 1 single crochet into the first 9 stitches. You will chain 3, skip these 3 single crochets. You will single crochet the next 3, and these chain 3 spaces that you already have, you're just gonna chain 3 and skip over them, and then you'll put a single crochet in the remaining single crochets that you see. So if there's a chain 3 space, make it a chain 3, and if there's a single crochet, make it a single crochet, and you'll do that all the way across for row number 4. For row number 5 you are going to chain up 1 and you will apply 1 single crochet into each one of the single crochets that you see. If there's a chain 3 space, just put a chain 3 over it and jump over it and keep on doing that. When you get closer to the other side, after the last space that you can see to jump, you're going to single crochet the 3 and then chain 3 to skip over these 3 and then just single crochet the last 3, and this will complete the grid so that you can do the idea of row number 6 with doing the waterfall going down. In the written instructions, how to do your waterfalls is written out, and the single crochet is currently available on the Crochet Crowd Learning channel, just in case you want to see that. And so what you're going to do is chain up 1 and you will do a single crochet in the first. There is only 1 space open below, so this has to be a waterfall 2. There's no such thing as waterfall 1. So it's just going down, and it's going down to the second row here to attach. So waterfall 2. You'll single crochet the next 3 and this is going down a further space, so this is waterfall 3. Then you'll single crochet the next 3 and this is going down even further, so this is waterfall 4. You'll single crochet the next 3 and then you'll go all the way down waterfall number 5 to the 5th. You can keep going down even further if you have a sample that does that. This is just an indication of just the different kinds of levels that you can do, and it's actually pretty easy, and the stitch key is marked on exactly which one is which, and you'll finally single crochet the next 3. So it gives you an indication, so if you want to keep practicing, just frog it out, meaning to rip it, and then you can continue to retry, and that's here for single crochet. So we're going to move on to half double crochet. So moving along to half double crochet, we need to create a grid that has half double crochet. I did the first one in each one of the grids to be single crochet just to make the stitch count easier to follow. So what we have is that right now I need you to chain a total of 28 to get started. So please chain 28 and put me on pause now, and then we're going to carry on to row number 1 in a moment. In row number 1 you are going to go and single crochet second chain from the hook, and you're going to single crochet all the way across your chain. You will have a total count of 27. The stitch counts have been listed on the pattern just in case you need to know that, but they're always going to be 27 no matter what you do here for this particular sample. So please single crochet all the way across for row number 1. For this particular example, the chain 2 at the beginning of each one of the rows does not count as a stitch, and so you'll see that on both sides. So you'll chain 2 and you will half double crochet into the first what do we have, first 21 stitches. So you're gonna go 21 stitches all the way across, and then once you get to the 21st you are going to then, after that 21st, you'll chain 3, you'll skip 3 stitches, and then you'll half double crochet then in the final. So you're going over 21, chain 3, skipping 3, and half double crochet the final. That's row number 2. Put me on pause, do that, I'll be right back. In row number 3 you're going to chain 2, doesn't count as anything, and you're gonna half double crochet into the first 3. If there is a chain 3 already existing, just place a chain 3 to jump over that same spot and then half double crochet the next 3. You are then going to chain 3, skip the next 3 that you have, and once that's done you're gonna half double crochet yourself all the way remaining across on row number 3. So please do that and put me on pause now. In row number 4 you are going to chain up 2, doesn't count as anything, and you are going to half double crochet into the first 9 stitches that you have. You are going to chain 3, skip over 3, and then you are going to half double crochet in the remaining half double crochets that you see. So if there's a chain 3 space, continually make it a chain 3 space by jumping over it with the chain 3 and then half double crocheting each into the half double crochets that you have left, and you'll do that all the way across for row number 4. Put me on pause now. For row number 5, this is the last row to do to create those spaces. You're gonna chain 2 and you'll half double crochet in the first 3. So if there's half double crochets already existing below, make it a half double crochet. So in the first you have these chain 3 spaces that are already here, so when you get there just chain 3 and jump over each one of those spaces. After the last chain 3 space that you're jumping, you'll half double crochet next 3, chain 3, skip 3, and then half double crochet in the final 3. I know, just look at the diagram, it makes sense. Just pay attention to that diagram. And that's row number 5. So let's begin row number 6 where we introduce the waterfall in half double crochet. Finally, in row number 6, you are going to introduce the waterfall and half double crochet. So it's half double crochet because the stitches that it's jumping down in between are half double crochet. So the number of spaces that it leaves behind matters, and so you're just going to chain up 2 and you'll half double crochet in the first 3. This is a waterfall 2 half double crochet. There's no such thing as waterfall 1. So this is the row that you're making, which is considered 1, and you're coming down into this space right here, which is number 2. So this is 1 and 2. So waterfall half double crochet, and this is number 2, and you'll do those 3. You'll half double crochet in the next 3, and you'll notice that there's another space that's been added. So this means that it jumps from waterfall 2 to waterfall 3, so it's going down even further. And remember, the written instructions are available on the pattern on how to do half double crochet in this waterfall. You'll half double crochet in the next 3. This one jumps down here. This is waterfall number 4. You'll half double crochet the next 3, and then finally the 3 that you have, that you can do that, and that's a waterfall number 5. So it's going down even further. So if you want to keep practicing this over and over, you can just frog it out, to rip it, and then keep retrying that row. Just take your time, and we'll have a tutorial available for this in the future. At the time of filming in January of 2022, it's still scheduled to release. It's been done, but it'll be available later on. And so you'll see that in the more information of this video. There's a link, and everything's kind of linked together there. So this is how you would do that, and you'll half double crochet in the final 3, and this would be how you would do the half double crochet grid. Let's do a double crochet grid next. Finally, we have the double crochet grid, so let's get ourselves started. And you can just start with a chain 28 to begin. So just chain your 28 and put me on pause now, and I'll be right back in a moment. So please chain 28. In row number 1, you are going to single crochet second chain from the hook, and you are going to single crochet all the way across your chain. You will have a total count of 27. In the pattern you'll find those stitch counts available to you. I've written them on the end of the instructions that you have. So please do the 27 single crochets that you have across, and let's move on to row number 2 next. In row number 2 and the remaining, the chain 3 at the beginning of each one of the rows counts as a stitch. So don't forget that. So you'll do that one. So just chain up 3, which counts as the first one, and then you are going to double crochet the next 20 in a row. So with the 20 and this chain 3, that gives you the number 21, just so that you know. You're going to chain 3, and you're going to skip over the next 3 single crochets, and then you'll double crochet in the remaining 3 that are left. So please do that, and meet me back here in a moment for row number 3. In row number 3, you're going to chain up 3, and you'll double crochet in the next 2, so that equals your grouping of 3. You're going to chain 3 and skip over this chain 3. So whenever there's a chain space below, just match it with a chain 3 space unless I tell you otherwise. You'll double crochet in the next 3, and then you'll create another space by chaining 3, jumping over 3, and then you're going to double crochet yourself all the way back to the other side. So remember, everything's in stitches of 27, so that each one of these chains counts as a stitch. So you'll still have 27 when you get across. Put me on pause, and let's do row number 4 next. In row number 4, you're going to chain up 3, and in 4 here we're going to put in a double crochet into the next 8 stitches that you see. So with the chain 3 and the 8, that gives you a total count of 9. You're then going to chain 3 and skip over 3 double crochets, and then once that's done, you're just going to match what you see below. So there'll be double crochets, so you put a double crochet, there's 3 of those, chain 3 space to skip over this space, double crochet to put into those, chain 3 space to skip over this space, and then double crochets in each of those. And that's row number 4. Put me on pause now. For row number 5, you are going to chain 3 and put 1 double crochet in each of the 2 that are left here before the space. You'll match the spaces that you have below. So chain 3 to jump over this space, and then 1 double crochet in each of the double crochets below, and then a chain 3 space to jump over the space, 1 double crochet in each of these, chain 3 to jump over this, and then you're going to double crochet the next 3 only, and then create another space by just chaining 3, skipping over 3, and then double crochet the final 3. And that will take you to the end of number 5, and then we'll begin the waterfall stitch in number 6. In row number 6 we're going to create the waterfall. So the number of the type of waterfall I should say is based on the height of these stitches. So you have double crochet, so it's got to be a double crochet that falls down to fill in that space. So if it was a different stitch it would be a different name. So you're going to chain 3 and you're going to double crochet in the first 2 that you have left. So there's still a count of 3. This here row counts as row number 1. So there's no such thing as waterfall 1 DC. It always starts at number 2 because you need the space in order to create the waterfall. So this falls into the second space, or to the space right here. Okay, so these 3 are waterfall 2 double crochet. It's written on the pattern and how that's done, just in case you need to know that. Once those 3 are done you're going to double crochet the next 3, and this one goes down even further, so it then is going to be waterfall 3. So it's going down. So this is considered 1, 2, and 3. You'll double crochet in the next 3, and this is waterfall number 4, so it's going down even further. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how that's determined. Double crochet in the next 3, and then this one's even further down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can actually have waterfalls that go even further down. It's up to you on your creativity on the spaces that you have available to you. On this particular example we only go to number 5, and then you'll double crochet in the remaining 3. So if you want to practice all 4 of these stitches you can just frog it out to rip it, and then just keep retrying that as you go and do it. So it's actually a really neat idea. It takes a bit of getting used to. It's a bit awkward, but once you see this in motion it looks really neat, and I think it's really quite awesome. So this would be how you would complete these grids. And finally let's take a look. So this was the single crochet version. You can see that the back side looks slightly different, so you will be able to tell what's front and back on these things. You almost looks like there's a knot that's partial the way, and that's really neat. So that's single crochet. Then you have the half double crochet that's here, and then finally the double crochet. So you can see that the grid needs to match whatever stitch you're doing to go down. So the ones in between has to be the same height, but the top of your stitch could be different. It could be a single crochet half, it could be a treble, it all depends, but we'll cover that later on in another tutorial. But this would be how you do these basic stitches for the waterfall stitch. Have a good one. We hope to see you again real soon. Bye bye.